Hello YouTube. Take 2. My first aid kit. This is what I carry on overnight hikes or hikes up to a week. I have a more extensive first aid kit that will clip onto my ILBE, but I choose to carry this on most shorter trips. Nice thick heavy bag, plastic bag, also has secondary uses if necessary. First thing I'm going to pull out of this kit is something that Dave Canterbury would probably have a fit with. I carry a GI first aid tourniquet from the kits that we used to have in the military. Why do I carry a tourniquet and not just make something up in the woods? Because if you're bleeding out, you don't have enough time to come up with an idea to make a tourniquet. You need to know how to put a tourniquet on and have something that works as a tourniquet from the very beginning. I learned this in the military. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. Dave, you're wrong on that one. Next thing in this kit, second most important thing a soldier finds out is the fact that you need to have something for your feet. Blister relief. These are moleskin pads, pre-cut, easy to employ. There's even some little bits and pieces in here to clean the skin prior to attaching the pads. Great little kit that. Bulk bandages. It's too easy to get hurt with hatchets, axes, knives, and things like this on a camping trip. If you don't have a way of dealing with the blood, this is easy. This is Kotex. This is not something you buy at a great expense at a store. It's not blood clotting stuff, but it's plain old Kotex. Carried it in the Marine Corps all the time. Alright, next thing. Large bandages. A pair of gloves. Nowadays you need to have gloves every now and again. I carry a little package of baby wipes, handy wipes, little small ones for cleaning hands and prepping things. The next thing in the kit, Texas is full of bugs. Bugs bite, therefore I have something to keep the bugs from biting, which is 100 Coleman 100 Max DEET. I also carry something for the itch afterwards. This is Benadryl itch relief, and if I really get stung by something nasty, I have Afterbite. All 3 of these are light. Get them at Walmart's. They're fairly cheap. Good addition to your kit. You can even carry them in your glove box. Iodine. I carry iodine for 2 reasons. One, for treating small cuts and scrapes. The other can be used to prep water. If you have a really problem with water prepping, or you forget your water kit or whatever. Not likely to happen to most of us, but it might. Personal hygiene. Along with the baby wipes, I also carry a tube of soap. And this came from Dave Canterbury. I will give Dave the credit for this one. This is some sort of organic soap. I buy it Dr. Brown's or something like that. It's organic soap. It works great. I can use it for my teeth. I can use it for my body, shampoo, whatever. This came from my teaching. I'm a teacher, so this came from Fort Bend Employee Federation. The little kit had most everything in it. I've added a few things to it, but the very first thing in here, a little sewing kit. Great for blisters, things like this. I've added to the sewing kit by putting a few band-aids in there, different regular size band-aids. So this little kit is waterproofed, ready to roll. Next thing I put in here myself, I added Benadryl, Imodium, aspirin, and Pepto. I don't need to tell you about those things. Especially when you're as old as I am, you get tired of having your stomach interrupted. Inside of this came with the kit, some triple antibiotic, just 1 tube of that. Some Balm Argentia, which is hand and body lotion. Didn't know what that was. Anacin, some more aspirin. Antacid, again, to back up the Pepto. And an alcohol prep tab. I have more of these in my kit, but I have my personal medical supplies because I'm diabetic in a separate deal. It comes with my test kit and everything, and that has to ride right. Well, it's my EDC, so it goes with me everywhere I go. So those are the items that I carry in this first aid kit. Now, extra items. You'll notice I have a shamag down here and I have a bandana. I always have a shamag, I always have a bandana in my kit. The shamag can act as a sling, it can act as a bulk bandage, same thing as the bandana. Bandana is a little bit small for me, but this shamag is fine. This shamag works great for a big person, especially around legs and preparing splints. You name it, you can do it with a shamag and a bandana. Plus, I have the added addition of the band for the tourniquet. Can be used to improvise slings and etc. So these things all have fairly multiple uses. These can be used to carry water if I need to, small amounts. This can be used to carry water. So everything in here has pretty much dual purposes. This is all I have to say about first aid kits. Normally my bigger first aid kit carries a few more items, but not much. This is basically all you really need to get around. And if you had to dump things because of weight, you'd probably go after this sort of stuff. Now, the only thing that's not in this bag is, because it's kind of wintertime in Texas and I don't have them in here, will be my suntan lotion. And I use the strongest I can get, and to keep the sunburn off my face, especially in the backs of my hands, in the early part of the summer before I get rhino skin. Thank you very much, YouTube. I enjoy sharing this information with you. I try to keep it simple. I try to show you things that are easy to find in your local grocery stores or Walmarts. This may be the one exception, but you can get them on eBay by the tons, and they're not too expensive. Everything else here was either given to me or bought at Walmart, so I'm not out a whole lot of money on this kit. And it fits in a very tight package, easily slipped into your outside bag on your pack. I use an Alice pack, so it fits in my middle back lower pouch, so I can get to it in a hurry if I need it. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all my subs. Just in general, thanks a lot. Okay, let's see what that sounded like.